Good morning. It's April the 14th, and yeah, it's April the 14th. That's all I need to say when you're looking at what we've got here. I've already shoveled the walk twice. I shoveled it this morning, and it's already snowed over again. Not too much, but it has. It's supposed to let up this round, but there's more snow for Sunday, so definitely going to be a white Easter. Next week it's double digits, and this will all melt in a hurry. Looking forward to that. Okay, so today I first have to walk over here to 19th Avenue and drop something off in somebody's mailbox. And then I will be walking all the way down College. I'm going to walk to a Shoppers Drug Mart and pick something up. So I will pause or stop the feed at that point and then start it up again. It could be kind of heavy walking because a lot of streets or sidewalks won't be cleared at all. So I'll get my exercise. On the writing side, what did I do today? Well, I've more publishing stuff, Shadowpaw Press stuff. I'm one of my reprise titles, Do a Tarot by Brett C. Anderson. I've now pulled the trigger on the Amazon ebook, and shortly I should be able to send out the other ebooks. Print is in the works. It won't be too long behind that, so that's coming along. I've got some preparatory work to do for my upcoming shows at Sask Expo and the Saskatchewan Library Association annual meeting. I want to print a catalog for Shadowpaw Press, so I got to design that. I need books. I need business cards as well. Let me think here. I think he's over on this side. So I got to design that, and yeah, lots of that stuff to do. But first, the walk. So from here, I'll go down College, up Broad to the Shoppers Drug Mart. I will pause and pick it up after I've conducted my business there. And then I think I'll walk back along 13th. And that should easily fill the hour, and then some. Now, is he to my right or to my left? I don't know the cross street numbers. Oh, he's down here. Okay. This could be a heavy walk. Nobody has bothered to clear their sidewalks, or a lot of people haven't at all. Sure, it's this one. 2928. Yeah, so I'll just pop this in the mailbox here. If I can figure out how to open it. Okay, and now we'll head down in the opposite direction. Good morning, somebody said hello, but everything's white, so it's hard to read. Yeah, this is a huge blizzard. We're just on the fringe of it. This isn't very much snow compared to what they got further east. I don't know why they ended up in Winnipeg, but they were expecting enough that they had canceled flights before it even got there and things like that. So I would guess we've gotten 10 centimeters maybe. It's hard to be sure. But there's more coming. As I said, they're saying another 5 centimeters on Sunday. It's going to have a little bit of snow every day, in fact, until next week when it suddenly goes up above freezing again. Oh, this sidewalk looks fairly clear. Let's go this way. I guess I just came this way, but it was a good choice. I will repeat it. And that was the end of the cleared bit. So you often end up walking in the street in these conditions because the cars have at least beaten down the snow a bit. It is still snowing, not a lot, but it is. Okay, well now we'll go up the crescent. It's always nice when you get the bit that's been cleared, at least some. Didn't particularly want to come out this morning, but I did. The other thing I did this morning was a big interview on a internet TV show called The Corner Bookshop. Went well, I thought. They seemed to appreciate me as a guest, so maybe I'll be on again. What's that? Yes. I think I read that right. Yes, the live streaming it is incentive for me to walk every day, which I need to do for exercise purposes anyway. And this makes it more interesting, and I'm more likely to do it. And certainly I've gotten out and done it in more interesting parts of the city. Come summertime, I will move around a bit more than I have in the winter when I tend to be closer to home, because it's a pain to drive anywhere, sometimes in the snow. Been doing it for a year now. I started in the snow last year. Went through the whole melt, late snow, come back, the whole thing. Summer, flowers, green grass. rainstorms, autumn, leaves falling, frost, first snow. I'm on Leopold. Didn't really want to be on Leopold, I wanted to be on Angus. But there's an alley coming up which I will take. Or I'll just carry on this way, but I'm on the wrong side of the crescent for sure. You can't cross Albert on this side of College. The walkway's only on the north side. But that's the side I want to be on anyway, so it works out. It's Albert Street up there, more traffic. Royal Saskatchewan Museum over there, across the other side. Here's our giant grasshopper. He looks better when his shrubbery has grown up inside him. There's a sidewalk under here somewhere. At least there's no ice because this snow came down on top of bare concrete and there hasn't been any freeze thaw, so it's not as slippery as it probably will be when it first starts to melt if we get some freeze thaw going on. It won't last long. Double digits above freezing Celsius by this time next week. So hopefully this is the last one. There's no guarantee of that, but hopefully this is the last snow. Oh, there's the wind. A tall building over there creates wind here. Oh, what's this? I see more notes. Good morning from Vancouver, Kirk. Four people, yay. I had to point you at a tree so I could read. Everything's white, including the comments. Plus my eyes aren't great. In fact, I've got new reading glasses coming, but I won't be able to wear them while I'm walking, so that won't help. I wear contacts, but I need reading glasses. And I do the best I can. Fortunately, I just missed my light here, so you'll have to wait. So that's the Royal Saskatchewan Museum over there. Hello, coffee. Well, I do create content here almost every day, but it hasn't exactly blown up. Although I started with 40 subscribers a year ago, and now I have 340. So that's something, I guess. More people watch the replay. And my external mic may or may not stay connected. I'll just be on the Maybe it's already happened and I missed it. When it comes to the wind, you really want the external mic, but once it gets below freezing, whether it will stay connected or not seems to be iffy. I don't know what the reason is. My best bet is it has something to do with the plug contracting in the cold, whereas the plug-in doesn't, and so I end up with a bad connection. That's my best guess anyway. It afflicts both the wired mic I'm using now and the wireless one I have. Sidewalks are usually reasonably clear on College because it's more commercial. So we're just going down to Broad and up a couple of blocks to the Shoppers Drug Mart. Then I will stop the stream and restart it. I know there's a way to pause it, but it's difficult to find. If I can, I'll just pause it if I can find that control, but I can't remember exactly where it is, so I don't know if I can or not. It's easier just to stop it and start a new part 2 when I come out. Also, I was going to sit and look at a blank screen for 10 minutes. I don't have that many people watching the live stream. I like this house, but it's not a house anymore. I wish it was a house. I'd love to have that house, but it's not a house. Oh yes, and there's the Royal Saskatchewan Museum over there. Here's the where the Regina Symphony Orchestra hangs out. Well, their offices. The orchestra itself doesn't. 6 now. Woohoo! It is blowing up. Hopefully I don't fall down live like I did in the first snow of the winter. Come close a couple of other times. That's the only time I really fell hard. I went down on my knees in snow that was deeper than I thought it was. But that wasn't the same as the first one, which was a slip on ice, and I went out full length. On November 11th, you can go back and find it if you really want to experience it firsthand. And a couple of times I've almost been run over. Almost, not that close, but cars that somehow ignored the fact I was in a pedestrian crosswalk, that sort of thing. Oh, they're doing more work on this old house. Over there's the brand new credit union building, and then Dark Hall, which a week from today is officially having its grand opening. We're coming to a morning reception and tours because we donated money. And then we're going to a gala concert that night in the new Dark Hall. Very excited about that. It's a wonderful theater, but it was in bad shape. It's taken them a lot of money and a lot of time to bring it up to modern snuff. Accessibility and new seats and new stage equipment and all that stuff. I've performed in there many a time. Not recently, but for a while it was every year. And the Regina Lyric Light Opera used to do their shows in there, and I was involved in just about all of them. They do have a show coming up. They're doing go to reginalyric.com. They're doing My Fair Lady. No, not My Fair Lady. I keep saying that. It's Little Women. I don't know why it keeps coming out as My Fair Lady. Little Women, which I auditioned for, but I did not get in. I think they mostly used the same people who they cast 2 years ago, just before COVID killed it. And I did not audition for it back then. So That probably had something to do with it. Either that or they just didn't want me. Didn't fit the artistic vision of the only male characters available, and there aren't many in Little Women of any note. There's the college building. Also recently renovated. That's home to the Conservatory of Music. Conservatory of Performing Arts, it's called, actually. It's not just music. It's mostly music, but not just music. A few more blocks to go on this first leg. Originally built as Regina College, and eventually University of Regina came along. For a while it was Regina campus of the University of Saskatchewan, but then it became its own university in the late 60s, somewhere along in there. Oh, what's that? Trying to read it. I'm not even sure what that means. Something about nepotism, but I don't know. Once upon a time, Central Collegiate was here, the city's first big high school. But it's not been there for a long time. It's all condos there now. It's where we first lived when we got married. Where we lived when we first got married. Not where we first lived. We already lived before that. Ooh. Nothing done about this sidewalk. And then the next big one over there is now the sound stage. Used to be a college building, but it was completely gutted and just the facade is all that's left. So it has production offices, well, various cultural offices in there. Creative Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan, Cynthia. Then it's connected to the CBC building, and in between is the sound stage. Where they shot Corner Gas, if you've ever seen that. Except for the parts that were shot out at Rollo. The outdoor stuff was out there, but anything that was set inside would have been shot on the soundstage here. Or at least for the most part. Inside of the diner, the Ruby. So it was really heavy along here. I seem to be the first person. It looked like it was cleared at some point, but then it snowed some more. Back there it was completely uncleared and quite heavy. I lose my hood now. I put it up because I thought the wind would be blowing more than it is. It's over there. Over on this side, it's more office buildings, and then there's an apartment building coming up, or maybe it's a condo building now, I don't know. That one there, I like its design. At least it's more interesting than many. One more block, I'll turn left. Or I could go down this one. But I said I'd walk all the way to Broad, so that's what I will do. I'm a man of my word. Besides, sidewalk is clear. There's the wind, now that I took my hood down. That's the front of that apartment. Unfortunately, a vehicle parked in front of it. These old houses are both have businesses in them now, or at least that one does. I think this one does. Used to be a coffee shop in here, but now it's a computer repair place, I think, of all things. Alright, this is College and Broad. So, as you can see, it hasn't stopped snowing yet. Two blocks up here will be at the Shoppers Drug Mart, and I will stop this feed and bring it back in a few minutes for the homeward walk. Condo building here, and some apartments too, I think. Apartment building there. Old apartment building here. Older. Don't let the snow get in your eyes. It's actually stars, but right now it's the snow getting in my face. There's a bubble tea place here that my daughter likes to go to, right there. This is 14th or 15th. No, 14th. 15th. 15th. Maybe I'll walk back on 14th, not 13th. 13th is another block up. Here comes the Shoppers Drug Mart parking lot. The Regina General Hospital is about 3-4 blocks that away. There's the Shoppers Drug Mart. So I will pause this momentarily. Or stop it. I'm not going to bother trying to find the pause button. I'd have to squint at the screen that's almost invisible in the bright light, so might seem gray, but it's plenty bright. Okay, so we'll stop here, which is where I'm going to go in, and I'll be back with part 2 in a few minutes. Bye for now. I'm back, and in a completely different place than I thought I'd be. I ended up having to walk on downtown. If you followed me on the first one, you'll know that I went to a Shoppers Drug Mart on Broad, and now I'm on Hamilton. But, so, the walk back will be from here, kind of almost downtown. Had to go back to FYI Doctors. The optometrist where I was yesterday. Okay, now we'll go home. Snow seems to have let up. That means I should probably shovel again before long. I guess I'll wait a bit longer to see how much more might come down. Yesterday I walked along here going in the other direction and pointed out all these same buildings. The pizza place and the ramen place is here. I don't think I pointed them out yesterday. Well, here. Could be different. Let's go down the alley. That'll be different. You see the murals on the side of the Copper Kettle. Pizza. The main restaurant's actually over here, where it says restaurant. But they have a pizza offshoot over here. They did anyway. I don't know what the status of that is right now. So this is if you want to shoot a movie in Regina and you want to get an alley that almost looks like a bigger center, you shoot down here in these alleys. Again, murals. There's the Copper Kettle there. That's actually a major mural. Place has been here a long time, established in 1964. There, that's the old McCallum Hill building in that part of it, which was imploded and replaced with the first of the Twin Towers, which you see when you get down here and look around the corner. Right over there, that used to be the McCallum Hill building. That, of course, is the Hotel Saskatchewan, where I often eat lunch. Tempted to do so today, but I didn't bring my computer with me, so it would be a kind of a waste. Don't know if you can hear the carillon going. That was recently refurbished and brought back up to snuff. I think I can cross. Oh, I'll walk along the park here because I often walk down the other side. I thought I'd be going back on 13th, but it said it's Victoria. A lot of wind coming around the Hotel Saskatchewan there. Ooh. It's a little memorial to Louis Riel, whose trial and hanging took place in Regina. Métis leader, Northwest Rebellion, late 19th century. This is Victoria Park. Used to be a statue of Johnny MacDonald here until, well, I won't say what I would like to call them. People somehow decided that you couldn't have that because he had opinions that were of his time rather than opinions of the here and now. There, how was that for a... What I wanted to say was woke idiots, but, you know, I didn't because I'm too nice. That's the war memorial there. No. I certainly haven't done anything to clear the sidewalk here along the park. There's the Land Titles building. I walked by close to it last time. First Baptist, again, from a little further away this time. And the Balfour, which I pointed out the nice entrance to last time from the other side. Less snow, though. Yesterday when I came, just a dusting. Tomorrow, going around the lake, there'll be plenty of snow still. Hopefully they at least ran some sort of scraper over the paths around the lake. First Baptist again, Balfour. The tornado came right down Lawrence Street here, took the dome off of First Baptist back in 1912. And heavily damaged Knox Presbyterian Church, I think it was then. Now Knox Metropolitan United Church. And tore up a bunch of other stuff as it went on down that way. Killed 20-some people, I believe. It's the worst tornado in Canadian history. Okay, we'll cross here. Streets are quite heavy. It's turning to slush, a little bit slushy on the main parts of the roads. Oh, but they cleared this at least. There we go again, and then that City Hall coming up. And the Balfour, which I always point out because I like the entrance. I had several people watching the first leg of this, but not surprisingly, I doubt they'd come back. This will all be one file if you're watching the replay. Courthouse on our left. Again, City Hall over there. North Canadian Oil's building there. And snow everywhere. And it's pretty cold. It's -8, I think. Which is, if you prefer Fahrenheit, that would be, let me think. 8 times -72 divided by 5. Not quite 15, 14 and a half. Take that down for 32, so it's about 18 or 19 degrees Fahrenheit. One Celsius degree is about 9/5 of a Fahrenheit degree, and then you have to adjust for the difference in starting point, since 0 Celsius is freezing and 0 Fahrenheit is considerably below freezing. They come together at 40 below. After that, Celsius temperatures are colder. Up to that point, Fahrenheit temperatures sound colder. No, that's not true. Up to that point, Fahrenheit temperatures... Oh, never mind. Depends on how you look at it. There's the band again. Nasty. Very, very nasty. I don't know why it's so high on this corner. There's no tall buildings, really. That's just because of the North Canadian Oil's building over there. Maybe it is. Must be, because it eased off as soon as I got by that. I'll cut through the Esso station, where suddenly there's no wind. That's the Viterra building. Saskatchewan Wheat Pool used to be a department store, the old part of the building, when it was built over 100 years ago. That medical clinic is actually empty now. It's for lease if you need the building. Took my of there once or twice when we just need there to go in somewhere pretty quick. We just do a walk in there. Walk-ins are fraught because you never know how many people have already walked in and how long you might be sitting there. We're on Albert. Oh, here comes some snowplows. Clearing the main roads. They always get the first attention. They won't bother doing residentials because they'll melt pretty soon. But they'll try to get the intersections cleared up anyway on the main roads. Credit Union building to our left. Cathedral Social Hall, another place I occasionally go for lunch. Recently, Viet Thai, our favorite Viet Thai restaurant. Or at least our closest one. That's where we tend to take out from if we're going to get it. Have that kind of takeout. That's just a strip mall over there. This will take us by number 1 fire hall here in a minute. Oh, actually I'll go this way because I've got the walk light. I was going to walk on 13th anyway. Maybe I'll stay on Albert just to for the snow. I'll wait for the left turns here. That's number 1 fire hall over there. While he was running across the street, he had plenty of time. You're more likely to fall. Ooh, I smell food. It is lunchtime, so I don't know where it's coming from. The Circle K is just a convenience store. It has a Subway in there, but you don't get a lot of food smell from Subways because there's sandwiches. There's a pizza place. Maybe that's where it's coming from. This will take us by the cats, which I was like, oh, there's the sun coming out. So maybe we are towards the end of this current batch of snow. Up there. It's trying. There's also a distillery over here. Off sale anyway. Liquor store. They make their own spirits. Chamber of Commerce is over there, right next to the Indian Bistro, which may or may not still be in operation. There's a gay club there. Art gallery. Here's the cats. Hello. Oh, you're handsome. That one's asleep. Cat Cafe. They've used a snowblower on this one. Telltale signs. Snow's stuck to the side of the wall. This is where we got married, First Presbyterian Church, in 1997. So coming up on our silver anniversary on September the 27th. See, I know when my anniversary is. I could probably jaywalk here because it's a one-way and nobody's coming. Wade in the water, except it's wade in the snow. Wade in the snow, children, wade in the snow. God's gonna trouble the snow. Doesn't really work. Not even the right number of syllables. Nor does it make any sense. biblically. This is a rather scary looking passageway between the buildings. I wouldn't want to go down there. And this is, or has been, bodega, but it seems to be defunct, unfortunately. I used to like to go there because it was easy walking distance and pretty good food. So if I was on my own and needed to go out, that was a likely spot. And then we got Class Act Studio, where my daughter danced and worked. A place I know well, I've been inside many times. Used to rehearse there too. The lyric singers used to rehearse in one of the studios in there. My goodness, I could certainly use some clearer walking. I knew it was going to be a heavy, hard walk, and I was right. Should hit this one about right. Make our way through the Petrocan block here. There's more snow piles. There's where I just bought a new pair of reading glasses. They have kind of high-end frames. I'm getting a proper, really quite expensive pair of prescription reading glasses to go over my contacts. Getting ready to do some snow clearing here, it looks like. Here's Leopold, that's their deck. Looks like it's enclosed, so it might actually be open despite the weather. I wish I liked Leopold's better because it's so handy, but it's small and noisy, and I just don't think of it as a place to go. Usually I'm looking for a place with a bit more space and not horrendously noisy, because I'm likely to be wanting to do some work, and writing is hard to do when there's loud conversations going on around you. So this is the used to be Sastel building. That was the first one, Saskatchewan Government Telephones, and then this one, and now there's one downtown, bigger, which is where my wife works. She's the Sastel engineer. Oh, someone said hi, hello. Looking for the name, if I can read it. Renu, hello. Is that right? Unitarian Fellowship. I presume Unitarians meet there from time to time. Mostly know it as a venue for the Fringe Drama Festival. I haven't been in there in years. It's originally built as First Church of Christ Scientist, back when Christian Science was more of a thing. Jonathan Livingston Seagull, of course, was a Christian Science parable. Big best-selling book for its day, and also made into a movie, and Neil Diamond wrote songs for it. I've had no desire to go watch it. Maybe we could. We've been on a 70s movie kick. I guess we hadn't thought of Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And now we're on Angus Crescent, which will take me home through more drifts. I'm looking forward to having my lunch when I get back. What time is it? 12:15. Perfect. Assuming my watch hasn't stopped, because it has been. Went to get the battery checked and they said the battery was fine, so I'm concerned the watch, which must be 25 years old, is starting to wear out or needs some repairs itself. It's a nice watch. It's not a spectacularly special watch, but it's been a very reliable timepiece. Burks. I'm sure it's completely done snowing and blowing when the next time I come out and do my walk. I certainly have it down to not much snow on it, but it has snowed more since I last shoveled it. But at least I've done some, unlike some people along the crescent here. It's always tempting when you get a snow this late to just leave it, even if it's inconvenient, until it melts in a week. But it is a pain for people who want to use the sidewalks. And I doubt the city bylaw actually says just because it's after April you don't have to clear it anymore. I think you're supposed to do it within 48 hours of a major snow event. I don't know how much snow you're allowed to have on it before you get in trouble. I don't know. This year was just about giving warnings. They say next year they'll start giving tickets for uncleared sidewalks. And of course there'll be a snitch line, because it's the kind of society we live in now. People, oh, that's a huge drift, I'm not wading through that. People just dying to tattletale on other people. We've certainly seen that through COVID. They had 4 people over and they're only allowed to have 2. And don't get me started on masks. Almost home. Well, I am. I don't know where you are. Alrighty, we'll stop right here. Thanks for walking with me on part 2 of my snowy journey. And tomorrow, I should be walking around the lake, so it'll be in the snow, or at least there'll be snow on the ground. So until then, bye for now. Oh, there goes a car.